Hello everyone, this is Aaron with Calista Pro EMR, and in this video I'll be going over the KPI Report feature. So to properly use this feature, you will need to be creating the invoices on the EMR system. So if you're already using Calista to create and send invoices, then you're fine. But if you're using something completely separate, then you'll need to still manually create the invoice on Calista if you want to take advantage of the KPI Report section. So after you've already created some invoices, you will go to Administration and then KPI Reports right here. And remember, this is only seen from the admin account only. And right here, what we're looking at is the KPI Overview tab. And this is where you're going to be seeing your grand totals. And so to the left is the total money received, which is how much money has been marked as paid from the invoices created. So out of all the total amount invoiced, this is how much you actually received so far. And then below that, you can see the breakdown from the money received for patient invoices, memberships, online booking fees, and e-gift card purchases. And don't worry, if an e-gift card is applied to an invoice for payment, it will just count towards the e-gift card field and won't be accounted for twice in the patient invoice section as well. And next to that is the total invoiced amount. This is the total of all the invoices you have created. Below that, you can see the totals for the invoices created for all these services, products, and packages, which is labeled as patient invoice, and those for the membership plans, which are labeled as membership invoice. And then next to that is the total tax section, which is the tax automatically calculated from the products only of the created invoices. And at the top, we have these filters to select a specific date range. You can also do a custom range, as well as specific payment types to search for. And then below that, we have 3 charts that get automatically generated through the filters you had. One for tax overview, one for all the money received, and one for the overall invoice overview. And then over in the next tab is the invoice KPI report, which gives a much more detailed breakdown of everything you saw in the overview. You can see the total invoiced amount, which tracks how much was created initially for the invoice and how much was voided later on if applicable. The next is overall money received, which just shows how much of it was actually received versus how much was refunded later on. Here's the total number of invoices, how much were paid versus unpaid. Here is the total taxed amount, and then the total sales amount, which gives the breakdown of how much was invoiced for services, products, and packages. And then next to that is overall discount, which is the breakdown of all the discounts that you've given out. And finally, the calculated commissions if you have a provider filter on. And all these numbers are affected by the filters above on this page. We have much more. So now here you can select specific date ranges. You can do it by specific providers, payment types, status, as well as specific service categories, services, product categories, products, packages. You can select multiple and mix and match however you wish. And then once you hit search, then it's going to regenerate everything. You'll get proper numbers, and then you'll see all the charts below as well. And then you can also click the view breakdown button, which will show all the relevant services according to the filters with all their specific details. And then you can even export this out with this button right here. And then the next tab is the membership KPI report section, which gives the breakdown for invoices automatically created from memberships of patients. So you'll be able to filter by the date and type as well as see the total invoice amount, the money received, and the number of invoices specifically for memberships and their resulting graphs below. And finally, in the last tab is the KPI report compare. So this will essentially allow you to compare the performance between specific services, products, packages, providers, and categories. So for example, if I wanted to see how well Botox does versus Juvederm, I'm going to say with all providers, and then let's do a data scale of, we do 7 days, and then we do a date range of last month. Right, and have a quick search. This is how it's going to look like. After entering everything, we're going to have a bar graph. And so basically what it says here is that for the month of December, we made $150 on Botox and $0 in Juvederm. Notice the scale and the legend over here. And so we hope all of these features provide insight as well as help you get a good sense of your facility's performance. And that's all for the KPI report section. Thank you for watching.